Every small business needs finance, and we do. We rely on the banks for that, don't we, Dave?
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Righto. Well, then I see the politicians are now claiming for an inquiry, and also the Green Party want to actually tax the massive profits the banks are making.
Complete waste of time.
Complete waste of
Complete
time.
waste of time.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, look, I'll show myself out. No, look, let me explain that. Why? The reality of the matter is it is my opinion that New Zealand doesn't have commercial banks. We have mortgage lenders that masquerade as commercial banks. And what I mean by that is that the big banks in New Zealand overwhelmingly are mortgage lenders.
True, because business miss out all the time, don't they?
And that's the problem. We go, if I rock in as a homeowner, they'll go, hey, yeah, we'll throw you some more money, Dave. If I rock in as a business owner, boy, I'm going to get hauled over the coals, especially small businesses.
Is it equity or security on their loan? Is it?
Look, that's a big part of it, and it's not been helped by the government's own actions, where successive shades of government have essentially come out and said, we don't want to see property prices fail. But it's one of the things that banks and homeowners to a much lesser extent than banks, will sort of get propped up by the government. Small business won't.
So wouldn't inquiry maybe find out this and say, look, the most productive side of our society is missing out? You need to go and give
what do they need an inquiry for, Max? They could just come ask us. I tell you what, give us half of the cost that would be allocated to that inquiry. Well, yeah, I'll scroll it out.
I think we'd probably take 10%, brother.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it's a waste of time. It's a storm in a teacup. What fundamentally someone like you or I would want to see, and of course we're biased because we work in small business, we own small businesses, this is the people we're around, but fundamentally what I'd like to see is that businesses get a much better bite of the pie. That I have clients who they can't get a business loan, and so they take it on their mortgage. And that's overwhelmingly the way small businesses are funded, which isn't.
No, it's
really
not healthy. It's not healthy, and I would agree with you. I think majority of small businesses are supported by the family home.
Yeah, and the other side of that, and the reason homeowners should be pro this as well, is that if we look at the explosion in values of houses, or sale prices, probably a better term than values, is in part because banks have thrown money at people. And we've had these cheap lines of credit, which, by the way, there's something called the FLP, Funding for Lending Program, which essentially the government extended a cheap line of credit. It's one of a couple of times they've done it. A cheap line of credit to the banks, where the banks have essentially been sponsored by the taxpayer.
So that's encouraging the banks to give business loans?
Well, the government kind of went, hey, if we give you this money, you'll lend some of it to business. But in reality, I think a lot more of it went on to housing than it did to business.
God.
And this is really where our whole economy is struggling, where businesses are undercapitalised, our productivity is rubbish, as we've talked about in the past, yet our house prices are ridiculously high. And banks are part of the issue. Part of the problem, part of the solution too, but part of the problem, and that part of the problem is that they throw money at mortgages, yet if you're a small business, not sure we want to lend you money. It's
so
a bit
you're
risky.
saying this is a waste of time, this inquiry, because really the facts are sitting right there. It's blatant to all of us.
Yeah. Look, I think that we're going to have an inquiry that's going to find something out that's already common knowledge. And for 10% of whatever this inquiry is going to cost, Max and I'll sort it out for you.
Yeah, we'll be rich.
Oh, stoked.
Thanks, Dave. See you next time.
Till next time.